Hi, my name is Joseph Parker, WBO champion of the world, and you're watching Sporting Icons.
Now, many of you guys know that Joseph Parker is in fact one of my favourite fighters. I've always enjoyed watching him fight. I think he's an exceptional talent. Yes, he didn't quite live up to expectancies with Anthony Joshua and Dillian Whyte. Thankfully, in fact, these are probably the only two fights that I was okay with him losing in. Now, he has signed an exclusive contract with Hearn And Matchroom Boxing, and he will be making his Matchroom debut on June the 29th in Providence in America, which will be on the Demetrius Andrade versus Sulecki undercard. The opponent, so I'm hearing, is Eric Molina, which is a little bit disappointing because Molina, listen, when he fought Joshua, he failed a PED test and get banned for like another year, and now he's been banned. Now he's going to come back. He's going to have his fight with Joseph Parker. So I don't quite know why Eddie Hearn would give that PED cheat any kind of attention, but it is what it is. Listen, and Joseph Parker, he has been pretty inactive. In fact, since he lost to Dillian Whyte, he's only had one fight, which was against Alexander Flores, which he absolutely demolished him. He went old school. He went to the Joseph Parker that I've always liked, which is just get aggressive and go for the damn knockout. And that's exactly what he done, as he put a real demolition job on him. Now, the good thing about him signing with Matchroom is the fact that he is going to be active, and that's exactly what Joseph Parker needs. He's had too much time inactivity over last year or so. He needs to be more and more active. Now, his contract with DUCO Events, David Higgins, ran out in March apparently, so he's been a free agent, but David Higgins is still on board. So of course we do get to see David Higgins. I've always liked David Higgins. I always found him quite funny, and he helps actually promote the event. But David Higgins will be there as advisor / manager or in some kind of capacity. But again, with Joseph Parker, he always had a Matchroom deal ever since the Anthony Joshua fight, where he can fight in the UK on Matchroom cards, but in New Zealand, Australia, wherever, he's always going to be DUCO Events. If he's going to be in America, it's going to be on Top Rank. So I can only presume now that his deal with ESPN, with Top Rank Bob Arum, has expired, and Eddie Hearn has exclusive rights over Joseph Parker to promote his fights. And of course, Eddie Hearn is now going to be guiding the career, along with David Higgins, of course, for Joseph Parker, which is great news. And I think that if you're a Kiwi, Samoan, then you've got to be happy about this news. It's a great platform for him, for obviously Sky Sports and, of course, DAZN. So he's definitely made the right move, in my humble opinion, at least anyway. I like Joseph Parker, I always have. He's a phenomenal talent. I think he gets a bit too much stick for what happened with Joshua and Dillian Whyte. Listen, just sometimes other fighters are just better than you. That's all it is at times, but he's still very young, a lot to learn still, and with the right kind of fights, he's going to progress and knocking on the door of a world title shot real soon. I've always said it that he beats Deontay Wilder. I've always said that because he's a much better boxer. He's faster than Deontay Wilder, and I don't believe Wilder can actually knock him out. I think Joseph Parker's got one of the best chins in the business. Hey, listen, everyone's got a button, of course they have. And if anyone's going to find it, it's probably going to be Wilder, right? But anyway, so going forward, excellent stuff. So at least now we have a fight date for Joseph Parker on June 29th in Providence on the Demetrius Andrade and Sulecki undercard. By the looks of it, it's going to be Eric Molina. But after that, obviously, he's going to start taking step up. He is quite highly ranked across a couple of sanctioned bodies still, but activity is going to push him right back up there. So who knows? We could end up seeing a Joshua rematch or a Dillian Whyte rematch at some point. You never know. I'm sure it's probably going to be in the works somewhere along the lines. And of course, is it coincidence that they announced that Joseph Parker signed with Matchroom on the day before Anthony Joshua versus Andy Ruiz? Andy Ruiz, that's his only loss, is to Joseph Parker, which happened in New Zealand as well for the vacant WBO World Heavyweight title. And of course, Joseph Parker has lost to Anthony Joshua for unification. So he's lost to Joshua, he beat Ruiz. Does that mean Joshua's going to beat Ruiz? No, of course not. This isn't Shang Tsung for Mortal Kombat, is it? Of course not. Every fight has its own styles, etc., etc. Anyway, for me, I'm stoked about that. I'm really happy that Joseph Parker has joined the team of Matchroom. It's a ever-growing stable, and at times it does seem like an ever-growing pot which I'm sure appeals to David Higgins a lot. Anyway, it's going to be good to see the partnership of Higgins and Eddie Hearn all over again on numerous occasions. I think them two together are pretty damn funny, especially Higgins. He's a complete live wire. I do like him. Anyway, drop your thoughts below about it, click thumbs up, and of course subscribe. Catch you all on the next video.